This is Fox 5 News, the most powerful name in local news.
All right, let's move on to this story for you now. A new state law in New Jersey is cracking down on bullies, and it went into effect today.
The law, known as the Anti-Bullying Bill of Rights, is considered the toughest legislation against bullying in the nation. That law is intended to curb bullying in schools, on campuses, and online. It requires that all public schools adopt wide-reaching anti-bullying policies, train staff to recognize bullying, and adhere to tight deadlines for reporting such incidents.
All right, joining us now to talk more about this very important issue is Brad Miller, CEO of Awareness Technologies.
All right, Brad, they just released a survey this week about cyberbullying. Thanks for joining us. Let's talk about that survey.
Well, let's see. We had 1,500 people take it, and of that, only 20% of parents listed cyberbullying as a major concern.
Only 20%?
Only 20%.
What's wrong with this picture? What are they concerned about?
Well, in terms of online activities, 80% are worried about sexting, and 55% are worried about online predators. So I think it's just taking a while for this issue to bubble up to the surface.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the law, because there are a lot of towns that are doing something about this. In one New Jersey area, what they're doing is their school there is using Crime Stoppers to help. That sounds interesting. Tell us more about this.
Well, you know, it is a move in the right direction. I just wish it had been more of a step rather than a leap. I mean, you know, it's going to place an enormous burden on schools in terms of additional people and training and costs in order to do this. And really the biggest issue is that parents have been left out of this issue, and they've been absolved of all responsibilities.
Obviously, they need to know.
They need to know, and they need to be held just as accountable as schools, because most bullying happens, frankly, at home when people are on their computers, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, etc. So it needs to, it needs to extend to, to parents, and not just place the entire burden on schools.
I'm glad you mentioned that. It goes online: Facebook, Twitter, blogging, everywhere, really. So, and texting as well. How do you control bullying across those technological platforms?
Well, there are technology tools that allow parents to supervise their parents. Kids now live in a digital age. When we grew up, we played in the backyard, and our parents watched us through the window, through the kitchen window. Now that doesn't exist anymore, so we have to, our kids use technology to play now, and parents need to use technology, and that's really the only answer.
Yeah, but this whole bullying thing, though, concerns me. I think we've talked about this before. It is a serious problem. We've had some suicides as a result. We know that it hurts young people, it hurts their development, and it's very painful for them and has a long-lasting effects. There are a lot of organizations. Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul, and Mary has founded an organization, I think it's called Operation Respect, going out there, trying to get into the communities, working with the schools, summer camps, parents, teachers. I think everybody has to get involved here, Brad.
Everyone does, and I think the problem has been exacerbated more recently because of the advent of all the social media and technology. I mean, the problem has always existed, but now you can take it to a whole new level with everyone can be a broadcaster just like you.
Yes.
And so, the technology's changed, and so the way we supervise our kids has to change.
Yeah, let's get out there and do something about some of the problems we're having here, okay? Yeah. Brad Miller, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Really important cause, Brad.
Sure
Thank you so much. Well, the Mets have struck out with